That's what we want. We're going to create an enabling environment, because you know that one of the major impediments to investment in Africa has been some factors, which include, for example, infrastructure, poor infrastructure, high cost of energy, bureaucratic red tape, corruption. Some of inhibiting factors that have hindered investment in the continent of Africa. We are going to address those issues so that we can create a very attractive environment, new environment, for people to come and invest in the continent. We don't want aid. We don't want aid because aid has been pumped in the African continent. It has become a bottomless pit without much to show for it. Do not left debts. Countries became hippies, highly indebted countries. So now, with the changes that have come as a result of the struggle of the African people, and particularly with the fall of the Berlin Wall, that wind of change that was blowing in Eastern Europe came also to blow in the African continent. It brought down the military dictatorships, single-party dictatorships, and brought in new, more accountable systems of governance. Transparency, accountability, and good governance became the order of the day. From that time onwards, most African countries have realized higher rates of growth. And it can be seen in the improved living conditions of the people. Intra-Asian trade stands at 50%. Even South America, 25%. Some people have been saying that Africa does not trade much with itself because they produce almost the same things. Then I've asked, how about Europe? European countries also produce the same things, yet they trade very much among themselves. What has been established is that inter-African trade has not been widespread because one lack of proper infrastructure. That makes trading very difficult. PIDA, and this PIDA has identified several components. The inter-African highways, which will connect the continent south to north. You go to Cape to Cairo highway, Tunis to the Cape highway, Dakar to Lagos, Lagos to Mombasa, Dakar through Khartoum to Djibouti. This is one of the major intra-African highways. Then the African high-speed railway network, which are projected to connect the continent. One coming from Cairo along the capitals, the coastal of West Africa, North Africa, up to Lagos, Lagos to Cairo. There's one coming from the port of Beira, Mozambique, across southern Africa up to the port of Walvis Bay in Namibia. Another one, which we call LAPSET, the Lamu Port, South Sudan, and the Ethiopia Transport Corridor. But it's basically meant to link the new port which has been constructed in Kenya, in a town called Lamu, to come through South Sudan, through Central African Republic, up to the Cameroonian port of Kribi, and creating a land bridge that connects the Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, and opening up to its interior countries which have been landlocked, so that they can have access to eastern seaport and western. The goods coming from the east, from India, from Japan, from China, and from the Middle East, will come to Lamu port, and then can be transported across the continent by rail. The goods coming from the West, South America, United States, Europe, will go to the port of Kribi, and then from there can be transported eastwards to the other side. And that will open up the landlocked part of the continent. We are open. I've started with Kenya. We are inviting you people to come, the African diaspora, to come to Africa and invest in Africa. You're welcome. In terms of Africa, it's the same. Africa is the same. We are discussing ways and means of opening up Africa for trade. We do not want aid. Africa is the richest continent in terms of resources. Paradox is that it's also the poorest in terms of living conditions. And we want to change this. I am talking here as a Pan-Africanist and an Afro-optimist, as opposed to Afro-pessimists. Afro-pessimists are those who have given up on Africa. Africa is lost case, and so on. But Afro-optimists are those who believe in the ability of the African people to develop Africa. And you can do it. I challenge you.